Good morning, this is Elaine Dotson with Elaine's Custom Cards. Today I'm going to show you how I made this card, and one of my purposes today is to show you how I use the Stamparatus to get my vases cut out. And it was really important because I tried stamping these flowers without using my Stamparatus, and I couldn't quite get them lined up very well. So the Stamparatus works really well for that. So the first thing I want to talk about is the special that's going on right now for Demonstrator, signing up as a demonstrator. During celebration, you can sign up for just $99. That's your cost before shipping and tax. You get $175 worth of product. Or you can do option 2 and get this lovely bag for $129. You still get, what you get is the bag, and you still get $175 worth of product. And this special is going on until the end of the celebration, which is March 31st. And then to add to the incentive to sign up as a demonstrator, you don't even have to do that, but if you sign up as a demonstrator or you order product from me, I'm putting names in a drawing and giving away a set of the rectangular framelits. It's a brand new set, and all you have to do is, if you sign up as a demonstrator under me, I will put your name in a drawing. I'll put your name in there 3 times for signing up as a demonstrator under me. If you just want to order product and become my customer, for every $50 you order, I'll put your name in a drawing for these dies. And during the month of February, I have a host code. It's right here on the screen. And what you do is you go to my website, elainedotson.stampinup.net, and when you place an order, if it's between $50 and $150, but not $150, if it's like $149.99, if you use that host code, then I'm giving away, we're sharing the host rewards, and so then I'm giving away a set of mini Stampin' Dimensionals with your order. So all you have to do is place a $50 order, use this host code, and I'll send you a set of the mini Stampin' Dimensionals. There's a lot of free things during this celebration. When you $50, if you order $50, there's free things in here. There's the stamp set, there's ribbon, there's these wood elements, butterfly paper, this really beautiful stamp set. I've seen a lot of people using this stamp set. It's really cute. So Happy Together is very cute. I did, or am going to do, a video on this little guy. It's very cute. Here's some sentiments, lovely lattice. These are all $50 order. And then there's this Precious Parcel card kit. And then with a $100 order, you can get these framelits for free, and they coordinate with the Tea Together stamp set that's in the Occasions catalog. And then this one also is with a $100 purchase. So let's get started on our card. I'll show you the items I used. Zoom in on that really quick for you. so you have an idea of what I used. These are all the items. One of these days I'll figure out how to put them on my website. But if you email me at elainescustomcards@gmail.com, I would be happy to send you a PDF of this list each time. Okay. So, first thing I want to do is show you the stamparatus and how to get things lined up, because we're going to be using this punch, and it's got several different images on it, and I fixed it so that you can punch them all out at the same time and have them line up. So what I did was I punched out on some colored cardstock. I punched this out, and then I punched out on quite a few white cardstock that I wanted to use. These little guys, these little vases. So you just put them in the appropriate spots. And I'm going to do just the vases first. Something dirty on there. And this particular stamp set, Varied Vases, has it's got 34 stamps in it. Some sentiments, and I used most of what's on here for this card. And then the Occasions catalog, this is in the annual catalog. The Occasions catalog has an extension of this that uses the same punch. And those are really cute too. And you can use this same template that I'm using here. So what I did for the vases is Bermuda Bay. And the first thing I did, hopefully we still line up good, is the outline. And you just stamp that on there like that. It lines up almost perfect. Seems like every time I use it, it moves a little bit. And then you do the solid images right here. Well, they're not solid. They got a little pattern on them. You stamp your ink on them. Get them nicely inked up. Doesn't look like I got enough ink on that one. I like to make sure they have plenty of ink and a little something, debris. Okay, that looks pretty good. You could use your Stampin' spots, because I see that the ink gets kind of everywhere. Anyway, you just ink those up and you push down really good to transfer the ink. And if you think it didn't get enough ink on there, like that one looks kind of light, you just lay it down and push on it again. And there you go, you got your little vases all cut out. I just went through and cut a bunch of took my punch and cut out a whole bunch of them. And then I always clean my stamps right away. Oops. I don't want ink all over them. These are Simply Chamois. Okay, then I did my little flowers, and I wanted for this card, I used 2 of the tulips. Now you can use, you might want to use your Stamparatus to stamp, like I said in the beginning, to stamp these, because you stamp the greenery first and then the little flowers on top of it. And it's a whole lot easier if you use your Stamparatus to do that. So this, the tulips, I used Lovely Lipstick, and I had a little Stampin' spot that I used for that. And so you take your little tulip, put it in its little spot there, and stamp. And it comes out perfect. You flip it over, put your ink on the solid part. And what I did, because I didn't want it super dark, I took a piece of scratch paper and kind of blotted it off a little bit, and then stamped so it wouldn't be too dark. And there you go. You can get it out from under there. Oops. There. You got your little flower. And I just needed 2 of those. And then, of course, you want to clean your ink off. Oops. Well, we're going to have to reposition that. That's okay. I'll show you how I did it. Okay, now I stamped the leaf, which I actually stamped directly on my card front, but you can do this and do it where you're stamping using the stamper. I don't have a stamping spot. I wish I did for that color. And then you take your leaf image or cut out and stamp it down just like that. Go ahead and clean that off. And you can do multiples of these. You just keep doing the same image, and I just kind of lined it up like this when I was getting it set up. So you line that up like that. Oops, see, it moved. So try again. Put it on there. Down. Ink it up. And this is a pretty light color, so I didn't stamp off on this one. And then stamp. And you got your leaf. And if you want, if you don't like that much white showing, you can trim it off. I didn't care. So that is how I used my Stamparatus to do multiples of with this punch, because otherwise you're wasting a lot of paper, because if you only want one of the vases, then it cuts out them all. So this way works really well. So let's get this card put together. I used the this punch. It's the decorative label punch, I believe. It's called Decorative Ribbon Border Punch, to cut out these. And then this is a little different. I decided to use these dies. They're called Stitch Label Framelits, and they're on my list in the annual catalog, and it has this little die that all it does is makes this looks like stitched border, and I decided that looked pretty on there. So, or you could use the rectangle framelits and just do the edges with that. So then I took my little borders. The first thing I did was glue them on. So I just put a little bit of glue on the back. Took my little border and centered that because I have it the exact length that I wanted for this card front, because this is the same width as the width of this card. And then I put one on the top. Of course I got glue, but that's okay. It's about time I switched this paper anyway. Then I took this and line that up just like that. There you have it. And then I just glued it to the front of my card. It's, I think, the most time-consuming thing is probably lining up your stamps in your Stamparatus. But once you get them lined up, it goes pretty quick. And then you just set that on the front of your card, kind of centered as best you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'd already stamped these and using my Stamparatus to get those on there. And once you get all this stamped on there, then I took my little vases that I had ready, put dimensionals on the back, and then put them on the flowers. So your flowers look like they're coming out of little vases. I thought this was cute. And then this one in the center, and you can put them in any kind of order you want. This is just the way I did it. You can see I stamped my leaves on there. And then I have my two flowers, tulips, that I already stamped, and I put mini dimensionals on the back of them because they're small. Put one on that stem. And one right there. That's the front of the card. And then I stamped birthday wishes in Bermuda Bay. And then I did the inside to this card looks like this. Well, I decided I wanted to use the rectangular stitched framelits because I thought it went well with the stitching I had here. So I punched that out with the largest of these stitched framelits, and then just glued it to the inside. This stamp set has a lot of possibilities. These flowers and vase I just stamped in there, and they came from the stamp set that came out of the Occasions catalog. So it's this vase filled in with this is like a fill-in for the color, and then I used these flowers And then this is the fill-in for those flowers. And then there's leaves right here that you can put on there. And then this sentiment came also from this, hoping your day blooms with happiness. So that's my card for today. I hope you like it, and remember to use the host code. Go to my website to order, and got lots of free items. So enjoy stamping, and you have a blessed day. Thank you for watching.